The fact that a number of these achievements were realized during the difficult of the Cold War should encourage us and fortify our faith in the abilities of the conference to achieve its objectives, even in the face of mutating geopolitical challenges of our time. We must continue to carry the vision of our predecessors, who recognized by weapons of mass destruction to humanity as a whole and the environment. They therefore embarked on a noble mission to dissuade and even using. We hold the firm conviction that the only assurance against nuclear war is through the complete elimination of these weapons from stockpiles of states. Madam President, pending the achievement of complete nuclear disarmament, Kenya echoes the calls for the urgent conclusion of a universal, additional and legally binding instrument to resolutely guarantee non-nuclear weapon states against the use or threat of use of nuclear weapons. It is gravely concerning that some states have been the subject of nuclear threats. Further, Kenya is confident that the establishment of nuclear weapons-free zones across the globe is a vital step towards the eventual achievement of a nuclear weapons-free world. We are therefore committed to the African Nuclear Weapon-Free Zone Treaty, also referred to as the Treaty of Pelindaba, signed in 1996. Accordingly, we also all proclamation of peace. We look forward to the eventual establishment of more nuclear weapon-free zones in the regions including the Middle East zone as mandated by the United Nations, aimed at keeping our outer space and celestial bodies free from weapons. We must preserve the peaceful uses of outer space for the benefit of all humanity. Kenya is keen to enhance access to space services, including Earth observation, navigation and positioning, satellite communications, space operations, and systems engineering, and space science and astronomy. In May 2018, Kenya became a space-faring nation with the launch of its to the continued development of our space capacities, recognizing that space technology and applications have a role to play in the of the economy in areas such as agriculture, natural resources management, and urban planning. We are therefore concerned that the militarization and weaponization of outer space could lead to a destructive arms race. For that reason, we earnestly welcome efforts towards the conclusion of a legally binding instrument that prevents an arms race. We look forward to in-depth discussions on this matter at the Conference on Disarmament and the General Assembly's open-ended working group for 2024-28 on the prevention of outer space in all its aspects. We welcome the continued discourse on the revitalization and strengthening of the conference, building on previous efforts undertaken over the years aimed at overcoming stagnation and ensuring proper functioning of the CD. We recognize that disarmament matters affect the security interests of all states, and therefore the need to ensure inclusion of the CD and contribution of states, members of the conference. The work of the be on multilateralism, which takes into account the unique concerns of the. Let me underscore Kenya's commitment to the peaceful uses of nuclear energy and technology for socio-economic advancement, as well as it presents immense opportunities for development in areas such as public health, sustainable energy, to mention a few. The developmental challenges that we face today and that we utilize all means at our disposal to alleviate the contemporary challenges that we face, including food security, water resource management, effects of climate change, among others. Right, all states to tap into the nuclear energy in a responsible and transparent manner. as underpinned by the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. In Kenya, the Nuclear Regulatory Authority Act of 2019 provides a comprehensive framework for the regulation of safe, secure, and peaceful utilization of atomic energy and nuclear technology, the production and use of radiation sources, and the management of radioactive waste. It the Kenya Nuclear Regulatory Authority for implementation of its provisions. Welcome international cooperation among states, the exchange of information, knowledge, and good practices and resources in the use of technology for peaceful purposes. Madam President, Your Excellencies, as I conclude, let a long-standing and unwavering commitment to multilateralism. We view this as a vital and relevant approach to addressing complex global issues by providing a framework for collective action and inclusive decision-making. In this regard, we remain steadfast in working with other delegations to ensure that the Conference on Disarmament role as the main multilateral disarmament negotiating body within the United Nations system. Thank you.
I thank His Excellency for his statement. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I now invite to the rostrum Her Excellency Desiree Schweizer, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Austria. I welcome to our